In today's world, everyone already has access to facts. Tourists can easily search online or even ask AI about a place before visiting. So if you only repeat that same information, it won't be exciting. What truly makes a tour unforgettable is turning those facts into a story. Just like great comedians, the best ones aren't simply telling jokes. They're telling stories in a funny way. When tour guides simply memorize and repeat scripts, it often sounds boring or robotic. But when they tell a story with real moments, emotions, or challenges, tourists listen. Stories help us feel something, not just learn something. Our brains naturally remember stories better than plain facts. That's why stories make your tours more engaging, memorable, and enjoyable. So what happens when tourists enjoy your story? They remember your tour longer. You receive more positive reviews and word of mouth. You build stronger emotional connections with your guests and your brand. You attract more tourists, more bookings, and more profit. To create a great story, you need to follow 3 steps. 1. Know your guests. 2. Build your story foundations. Who or what is the story about? 3. Develop your story. And we're going to go through each one together. The better you know your guests, the better you can tell your story. Try to learn a few things about them, where they're from, what interests them, and what they hope to see. Use simple, friendly English when asking questions. What would you like to see the most? Have you visited here before? Do you enjoy history, culture, or nature more? These kinds of questions help you quickly learn about your guests' interests and expectations. Here are some more English tips. Use warm, polite question starters. Would you like? Is there anything you're curious about? Do you prefer? These sound friendly and easy to understand. Use follow-up questions to keep the conversation natural. Really? Tell me more. Oh, nice. What part of that interests you? Great. Have you seen something similar before? This helps build connection and makes your English sound natural. Use positive listening phrases. I see. That makes sense. Good choice. Interesting. These small phrases show good communication skills and encourage guests to talk more. People will forget what you said, but they will never forget how you made them feel. Ask yourself how you would like your guests to feel. Do I want them to feel inspired by the story? Amazed by the view? Admire past heroes? Proud of the local culture? Your story should bring out these emotions and make the experience unforgettable. Every great story begins with its foundation, the place, the people, or the objects that shape the tourist experience. As a tour guide, start by exploring what makes these elements special. Research the history, the origin of names, the legends, or the local heroes connected to them. These 3 storytelling pillars, place, people, and object, can help you turn any tour into a meaningful narrative that connects with your guests. First, let's talk about storytelling about places. Tour guides can tell stories about destinations using these techniques. Use the 5 senses. Describe what visitors can see, hear, smell, taste, and feel to make the place come alive. Use vivid adjectives and sensory verbs like feel, taste, smell, hear, see. The fresh morning air in Sapa. The sweet smell of coconut coffee on the street. The earthy smell inside ancient Khmer temples after rain. The soft sand on Cambodia's beaches. Connect with famous people. Share how a location relates to a well-known figure or local hero to create emotional meaning. Use past tense storytelling and linking expressions such as, it was here that, this is where she first, or he once walked these streets. It was here that Ho Chi Minh gave one of his early speeches. This is where a well-known Cambodian dancer first practiced her traditional moves. Share cultural stories. Talk about local traditions, food, festivals, and hidden legends that reveal the area's culture. Use story openers like according to local legend. Every year, people gather to, or traditionally, families would. Every year, people gather here to celebrate the Water Festival. Traditionally, families would make special rice cakes before the new year. Reveal hidden gems. Share secret spots or lesser-known stories to surprise and delight guests. Use mystery phrases and descriptive suspense. Few people know that. Hidden just behind this street. If you look closely, you'll see. Use symbols or themes. Highlight what makes the place unique to make it memorable. Use metaphors and titles. This city is the heart of, the soul of the island lives in, or known as the cradle of. This city is the heart of lantern culture in Vietnam. Next, storytelling about objects. Objects or products can also tell powerful stories. Guides can explain origins and history. Describe how and why the item was created, its story, purpose, and time period. Use past tense and story sequence words like first, then, after that, finally. Example: this instrument was first made over 200 years ago. Then, local craftsmen began improving its design. Share cultural meaning. Explain what role the object plays in local life or traditions. Use phrases of significance like it represents, it symbolizes, it's part of our daily life because. Connect to the future. Explain how the product continues to evolve or inspire modern life. Use future-focused phrases like today it's still used, in the future it may, or modern artists now. Example: modern designers now use this traditional pattern in fashion and home decor. And finally, storytelling about people. When focusing on a person, historical figure, local hero, or artist, guides can describe personality traits. Show what makes the person interesting or unique, their habits, appearance, or behavior. Use adjectives of character: brave, kind, curious, stubborn, humble. Example: she was a curious woman who loved exploring the unknown. Show strengths and weaknesses. A balanced story feels more real and relatable. Use contrast words like although, but, and however. Example: he was a brilliant leader, but his temper often caused trouble. Share emotions and motivations. Explain why they did something, not just what they did. Use feeling verbs: wanted, hoped, feared, believed, dreamed. Example: he believed education could change the future of his village. Include personal anecdotes. Short, meaningful stories or quotes make people memorable. Use direct speech or quotes to make it vivid. Example: he often said, "A smile is the best souvenir." Use a journey structure. Tell the story like a hero's journey: challenges, growth, and success. Use past simple and past continuous to show action and progress. Example: she was struggling at first, but she kept trying until she succeeded. Now that you know who your guests are, how you want them to feel, and what story you want to tell, it's time to bring it all together. Every story should make the audience wonder about something, a big question that keeps them curious until the end. Ask yourself, what makes this place, person, or moment special? A simple test: stop halfway through your story. If your listener says, "Wait, what happened next?" then it's a real story. If they don't ask, it's probably just a list of facts. 1. Keep it organized. Your story should be clear and easy to follow. If guests have to work too hard to understand, they'll lose interest. Know why you're telling the story and build it with a clear direction. 2. Make it enjoyable. Remember, your audience is on holiday. They want to learn, but also laugh, imagine, and enjoy. Use natural English, avoid too many facts, and have fun when you tell your story. Structure your story. Good stories are easy to remember and easy to retell. A simple structure is start, middle, end. You can use this for any story, whether about a place, a person, or an object. Example: start. A tour guide points to a small local market and says, "This market has been here for more than 100 years. Do you want to know why people still love coming here?" Middle. The guide shares that generations of families have sold fresh spices here, each stall passing from parent to child. The same family has been selling cinnamon here since 1920. Their secret recipe is still a mystery. And the guide smiles and says, So when you walk through the market today, you're not just shopping, you're part of a 100-year-old tradition. Use past tense for the story and present tense to connect it to the guests. More examples. Instead of explaining how wine is made, tell the story of a local winemaker who failed at first and learned from it. Instead of listing architectural details, share how a bold architect refused to follow the rules and created something unique. Instead of pointing at a market stall, tell how the owner's grandfather started with just one basket of oranges during hard times.